It's a start for France, for him. 21-year-old Désiré Doué, both of whose goals for France to this point came in the same game. 3-1 friendly against Colombia in Maryland back at the end of March. Tikate. Mercado in front of Jackson, who gave him a little nibble. Fullback by Hernandez. Koulibaly is engaged. Saliba. Hussein. Just staying on the line from this near side. Maybe they just want to inject a bit more width into the game. Doué on the other. Chouameni. Somebody's ball for Koundé outside of him. Here is Dembele. The flag is up. Sometimes Mbappe from outside to in works, doesn't it? It does, yes. We've seen that often enough for club and country. France can certainly, and do certainly, vary their front line positionally. That's a nice strong take from Rabiot. It's an overcooked pass. Now of immense experience playing in Serie A with Milan, winning tonight his 60th cap. The 31-year-old. Camera. Niakate. Okay. Diouf. Mane. Niakate. By Sarr. He's lost possession and France are on their way here. It's 4 against 4. That's a very, very good tackle from Koulibaly. Yeah, they haven't endured too many of those counter-attacks where it is 4v4. Jackson, Camera, or Ismaila Sarr, and that too is a very good tackle. And more than necessary one from William Saliba. Yeah, classic kind of tackle from Saliba, well timed. Rabiot, Mbappe. just came out so quickly. I mean, Michael Olise is always composed in these situations, and he was here, but he was just going to dink the ball over the on-rushing keeper. And a couple of moments, Olise now early on in the second half. Better from France. A little bit more dink on it, and he scored.
Well, Michael Olise did score a terrific hat-trick against Northern Ireland in the last warm-up game in Lille last Monday. One of those goals was not dissimilar in terms of position to that one. Elise's corner is too close to the goalkeeper. France have had more shots in the first 8 minutes of the second half than they had in the entirety of the first half. 2-1.
Certainly expect there to be a reaction from Didier Deschamps' players. And there has been. It's a good stop. Trailing leg, doing the business for Mendy.
Goalkeeper who kept 5 clean sheets in 7 games at AFCON turn of the year. It's again a good ball. Turned by Sarr and slipped it up here from Nicholas Jackson, who had no route past Upamecano.
The game threatening to open up a little bit. Not quite so cautious from both teams.
Doué. Olise with a smart step over which didn't quite work out. Here's Pape Gueye. Trezeguet. Koulibaly. Diatta. Sarr just beyond Jackson's reach.
Much space to work in there, so the pass had to be perfectly weighted.
Jackson. Camera couldn't keep it. It's rolled forward here to Mbappe, who is deprived again of this moment by Mendy.
Well, same leg for Mendy to keep France out.
Starting to happen for France now. Doué. Mbappe wins a corner.
Well, they got the tempo, no question about that, and they needed to. Good ball from Olise into the path. His top man. No lift on the shot. Again, that's why Mendy was able to stop it.
Olise will take Dembele. Say Hernandez. This certainly invites VAR involvement. Abdullah Al-Shari of Saudi Arabia will be scrutinising those pictures now. Now seen on the screen that there is a VAR check. Possible penalty. Some might argue probable penalty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's loads of contact, but he didn't get any of the ball, Sadio Mane, which is not going to help his cause.
In the tournament so far, Bolo for Switzerland, Havertz for Germany have both successfully converted. Kylian Mbappe, likely the man who would step up for France if Alireza Fagani, who is making the journey over to the screen now, deems that this should be a spot kick.
Doesn't have to be loads of contact, but he's had to hurdle Sadio Mane's challenge, and his left boot has caught the body of the Senegal player as he's gone past. It's a surprising one if it wasn't given. The fact he has gone to the monitor, we know what that normally means.
Here's the verdict.
The attacker initiated the contact, and the final decision is goal kick.
And there is the French reaction, and there is Sadio Mane's reaction.
Well,
that it was not given.
That's the shock. I know there's not loads of contact, but he's kind of seen the challenge coming. Mbappe, he's felt he's got to hurdle that leg, catches it slightly. Well, the ref's his own man. He's stayed strong to what he believes in.
And those special words, clear and obvious, become pertinent again. Perhaps there wasn't quite enough there for Alireza Fagani to consider overturning the call he had previously made. Didier Deschamps continues the conversation quite animatedly, as well he might. That is the big talking point, and he sure wants to talk about it. Fourth official there is Sandra Scherer of Switzerland, who has some pacifying to do. Ekate. Goes long. Sarr's touch for camera. Sarr again. Trezeguet. Pape. Here comes Diouf from full-back. Sadio Mane, a relieved man outside of him.
Yeah, I think Senegal as a team will be relieved by the ref's decision there, and that might give them a lift to respond to the tempo that France have begun this second half in.
Well, here's what he saw at real speed.
Well, it's not a great view, is it, to make a definitive decision, so if you're not sure, you don't give the pen.
But even when he went to review it, he didn't give it. second half. Still no change on either side. Certainly a change in the dynamic of the game, though, since half-time. It is more open. Opportunities beginning to occur. Desiree Doué. Oh, that's beautifully done. That is another robust block in the face of Hernandez. Doué. Mbappe. Doué. The faintest of connection that was required for Meccano.
It was a great position for Hernandez, wasn't he? He didn't want to shoot with his right foot, the left-footed left back.
Olise, lovely. The superstar shines! And no Frenchman has now scored more goals for his nation than the great Kylian Mbappe.
Well, it's no shock that the successful combination is Olise and that fella, because those have been the two in this second half that have done all the attacking, all the threatening. Olise's been a different player. Mbappe's come alive. What a pass that is. This time he gets the decisive touch. You can't say they don't deserve it in this second half. They've been doing all the pushing.
Didier Deschamps is dancing. Senegal are downcast. Kylian Mbappe, a 57th goal for France on the occasion of his 99th cap. That is as many as Olivier Giroud, with whom he is now level, scored in 137 games. There goes Mbappe again, and he's not given up on this. Stay away from him.
You mentioned substitutions, Pete. Certainly fans don't need to make any. Impact Joe might be thinking of it.
Top here for Ismaila Sarr! It's Jackson, and it's offside.
What a finish, by the way.
That is anticlimactic.
Not complaining too much, is he? That's why.
Jackson gave it a wallop, but it was the wrong side, and it counts for nothing. And we head into the hydration break, and France have their advantage, and Kylian Mbappe has a goal of vast significance.